And how are we feeling ahead of this one on Saturday night? How's the body? How's the mind?
Hello, I feel good. Can't wait to fight.
Do you feel like at this point, you're one of the hottest up-and-coming guys in this division, that when you get put up in matchups like these, everyone kind of expects you to win? Does that add pressure, or do you feel like, no, I should be winning these fights myself?
I feel a little bit pressure because he's on ranking, and it's a risk to fight with him. But I know I'm gonna win, and if I'm the best, I gotta beat everybody who gonna fight with me.
How did you end up fighting an unranked guy? Sort of feels like you could be paired up with some of the bigger names of the division.
It's so weird, like nobody accepts fight, nobody wants to fight, and a lot of guys. And I know like they offered good money. UFC offered good money for some guys in top 15, and even that they didn't accept fight with me. So it's so disappointing me.
I mean, would you care to share some of those names? Maybe try and get those fights going?
Who didn't accept?
Yeah.
Grant Dawson first, and Hooker second, and yeah, two that definitely.
When you hear these guys didn't accept a fight with you, does it make you kind of want to fight them more, or do you think, okay, well, no, we won't bother then?
I said, okay, if you don't want to fight, I'm gonna fight with anybody. UFC knows like I'm that guy who gonna fight with everybody, and they offered like even unranking guy, not short notice. I said, give me Silva in May 6th, so I'm gonna fight with him May 6th. They said no, he can fight in May 6th. He wanna be ready and he wants to have full training camp. I said, okay, doesn't matter. Let's have all training camp, like full training camp, and fight with me. So and. I gotta keep winning, and one day, I'm gonna be #1 contender. So, and I wanna you guys put me. I'm gonna knock him out this Saturday and put me on top 5 because it's not my bad. Last time I fought with Damir Ismagulov. Damir Ismagulov is toughest fighter in our division. I won him, and you didn't even put me on one number high, like I stayed in the same position. I was number 9, I stayed in number 9. It's like crazy. So it doesn't make sense to fight like this. So if I'm gonna win this Saturday, I'm gonna stay the same rank. It doesn't make sense, but you guys gotta understand, you gotta understand, you gotta put me on top 5 because it's not my bad.
I'm curious, I think most people who watch the sport can see you're obviously very, very talented. So does it frustrate you a little bit that you're not able to get up those rankings and get those fights? It's kind of stalling your career, right? You want to be up there at the top, and you're like, well, how can I not be? Is that not annoying?
Yeah, I waste my time. So I just fought with Damir. He's a tough opponent. I thought, if I'm gonna beat Damir, he's 5-0 in UFC. He didn't lose maybe 10 years or 8 years, and I beat him, and nobody talk about that, and I was disappointed, and I hope after this fight, I'm gonna get top fighters and main event. So
if you could pick the next guy after Saturday, who's logically a good choice for you? I'm sure you'd love to turn around again and fight before the end of the year, but who would you like to fight against?
Yeah, I would like to fight with Dariush, Fiziev, and Gamrot. 3 names I have on my mind, but I gotta win this Saturday. He's a tough opponent, and I just focus. I don't think, I'm gonna fight with somebody after I just focus on my fight Saturday, and Saturday night I'm gonna talk with you again, and we can pick someone.
Thank you.
Hey, Arman, since your fight last December, how many fights were offered you, and how many fighters have turned you down?
They offered me. I supposed to fight with Maikana, so it was good fight, main event. He's top 15. He got injured. And then they said, you're going to fight probably April 28th if we find someone. I said, okay. I still was cutting weight. And then they said, we're going to find someone, maybe Hooker, co-main event in May 6th. I said, okay. and still I was waiting for that day, May 6th. And then they said May 13th probably we could find someone. I said no way. And if you can find May 6th, how are you gonna fight May 13th? So, and then they just said June 17. So, and like they offered me a lot of different names. Probably this guy, probably this guy, probably this guy. We are waiting for Hooker. We are waiting for Drew Dober. We are waiting for Grant Dawson. These three names they offered me. I said yes, yes, yes. So they know, like, I didn't say no. I'm not gonna fight it, Drew Dober, or I'm not gonna fight with this guy. So, and you know, I thought like maybe Bobby Green gonna accept that fight, and I said my manager after when he won, like not won, but his fight was canceled. Like, what happened? Like, he threw
No contest.
no contest. I said, oh, okay, he wants like he wants money, you know. Maybe he gonna accept that fight, and I'm gonna fight. And even him, like, he said no. What can I do? Like,
How disappointed were you that the Moicano fight fell through? It was another main event for you, a UFC veteran, a big name, someone that has a lot of hype right now. It got canceled. Your fight got canceled. How disappointed were you?
I was disappointed, you know, but now I'm happy. I have a fight, and I'm gonna make money. I'm talking with you guys. It's good for me, for my media stuff, you know, and so I gotta show good performance this Saturday and keep going straight, and hopefully they found they good fight for me, you know, and I'm happy for that. Thank you so much, especially Sean Shelby, and he was trying so hard to find someone, and it was a difficult job for him, you know.
What were your thoughts on Charles Oliveira versus Beneil Dariush this past weekend?
You know, I thought the Dariush gonna win for sure. I thought he's in good shape, you know. It his last chance, you know, on his life, I think, to be a champion, to fight with Islam Makhachev. Because if he won, he could fight with Islam Makhachev. And now he lost, and to go on the top, like to fight, to be in contender, it takes like 2 years, maybe 1 year and a half, you know. And he's not young like me. That's why I thought he gonna give all himself on this fight. But he started to look good, but then something happened, and he missed punch, and it is what it is. Charles, he's a good fighter, you know. He has a lot of experience. He has a patience, you know, and it showed like what level has Charles, you know. But for me, Charles, it's a present, you know. I'm gonna smash him easy, because his style, for me, it's the best style, you know.
I heard someone say that you would like to win on Saturday and then turn around, fight in Abu Dhabi, so that your parents and family can watch you fight.
Yeah, you know, nobody can come from Russia here. My all relatives, my all parents, friends live in Russia. To get in UFC, it's so difficult to get visa, you know. And like, my father never been in US, so, and I want to fight in Abu Dhabi, you know. He can come to watch, you know. It's like he gonna be happy, you know. It's super excited for me too, to see my family, to support me, to be close to me, you know, when I cut weight. And this is the best case scenario to win this fight and get fight in October in like some big names like Dariush or Fiziev or whatever, like just top fighters, you know. Yeah.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Thank you.
Arman, over here. Out of those three names you mentioned, which one excites you the most?
Dariush.
Dariush. And I know you want to fight a higher ranked guy next. In case they don't give you that, would you still entertain a fight with Renato Moicano?
To be honest, Moicano has very like, you know, heart injured, you know, like it takes a lot of time to recover, maybe like a year. I don't want to wait him. So for sure, if I'm gonna be in top 5 and he's gonna be close to me, you know, guys, for me, like whatever, like I'm gonna fight with everybody, and if that fight makes sense, I'm gonna take this fight.
And I know you mentioned him earlier, but Grant Dawson said not too long ago that both you and Silva were at ATT leading up to this, and that you were on one side of the mat and he was on another side, and he described it as weird. How would you describe this experience?
You know, for me it's okay. You know, for me it doesn't matter. I don't hide my trainings or some like things. They can watch on my YouTube like all my trainings or all my fights. It doesn't make sense. He can watch my sparrings, because what he can do, like if I'm better, you know, like he can like be for 2 months, like he can like, I don't know, like he can beat me for 2 months, even like he gonna have full training camp. So for me it doesn't matter, and I don't feel weird things. It's okay for me, you know. I just train. I did my work, and we had a different coaches, so that's why I'm okay. And the UFC American Top Team is super big team, and there are a lot of 155ers, you know, and hopefully there are a lot of different rooms, and you can train in one room, he can train in another room, and that's why it's okay. If it was like small gym, yeah, for sure it could be like very difficult to train, you know.
And some people may not know, but you actually did hockey for a while before
Yeah.
you started training. How was that transition like going into MMA from hockey?
Yeah, I used to play 10 years hockey, and transition was the hockey's team didn't pick me, you know, to the good organization, you know, and that's why I just maybe waste 10 years of my life, you know, and yeah, but I'm happy, you know. I was enjoying when I played hockey, and maybe when I transitioned to MMA, I had a lot of energy, you know, and it's like kind of different sport. If I wrestled 10 years and then moved to transition to MMA, I still like, you know, I think I could be tired of that mats, you know, like trainings, like, you know, like yeah, some bruises. But hockey is different, you know.
And did you ever get into any fights when you were playing hockey?
Yeah, I was crazy, like, and I like fights, you know, when I was kid, you know, and I couldn't talk, you know, too much. I wanted to like knock him out, you know, like right away. So I didn't have patience, you know. When I was kid, like I went crazy super fast, you know, and I couldn't even speak. Like if someone like says some bad words to me, never I'm gonna talk to him. I'm like just smash him, you know.
Thank you.
Hey, Arman, just
Hey.
one question for me, brother. It was back in January, you were talking about Michael Chandler, and you had put a tweet out there saying that, you know, he should maybe have a fight with the new generation of MMA, and you called him, you'd said that he had the lowest IQ in the division. Do you still believe that?
Yeah, I still believe that, because, you know, if I'm a good freestyle wrestler, I gotta wrestle him, you know. Why I gotta like miss 1,000 punches and lose fight? Okay, fans like it, but it doesn't make sense, you know. He lost all his fights. Like he goes crazy, and even like he's a wrestler, he's like do like some takedowns, like crazy takedowns, like he from the like second floor he threw his opponent, you know, like do some crazy things, but he couldn't even like hold them there and spend a lot of energy. He's a like fighter for one round, and if I was him, you know, if I was him, I just wrestle like, and like, you know, I would be smart. Because he is explosive, he has good wrestling, you know, good striking. But during the fight, he does some crazy things. Yeah, it's like exciting fight, you know. I like watch his fights, but for him, it's like, for me, it's stupid, you know.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.